I'm doing another 12-week year. The 12-week year is a productivity method that condenses goal setting and achievement in 12-week cycles instead of a full year. Each goal you pick has weekly tactics in order to make sure that you are reaching your goal. And you also have weekly check-ins where you score yourself if you've accomplished all of your weekly tactics to see how likely you are to reach those 12-week year goals. So if you haven't seen my previous 12-week year, I did one at the beginning of 2023. I have a whole playlist where you can completely watch the results of that one and what I learned. I'm definitely approaching it very differently with some smaller, more obtainable goals. If you're new here, my name is Denais. I am a full-time therapist in private practice, and I'm a content creator in Dallas, Texas. Let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to start off with sharing my 2024 goals and then break them down into my 12-week year goals. And then I'll finish off with showing you my 12-week year vision board. I'm going to do my 12-week year from January 1st to March 20th. So these are my 2024 goals. And what I did is I broke it down into categories. So as you can see, this first goal, which says I buy no clothes by completing a Project 333 challenge. I put it as personal. So you'll see that I'll have 4 different categories: finance, self-care, biz, and personal. And then I also categorize it as whether it's a habit-based or an outcome-based goal. Outcome-based is just that there's a finished outcome, versus habit is more that it's going to be kind of ongoing. There isn't like a specific outcome. It's more of like consistency, building that consistency. And then when is it due? Because the 12-week year, because I'm starting it on January 1st, it aligns perfectly with the end of the quarters. So I'm doing it in quarters as well. I think that makes sense for me, where the 12-week year, it finishes like a week before the quarter. And then that's where I could do new goals or like edit my goals and then start the next quarter with another 12-week year. So that is what I'm going to do. So yeah, that is how I categorize it. So let's go ahead and just read through all of them. And I'm going to extend this that way you could see. But it says, I buy no clothes by completing the Project 333 challenge. Then I want to increase my average view duration here on YouTube. I want to create a daily hair care and skincare ritual. I also want to increase my average steps to 6K. I currently average about 4K steps daily, and I try my best to do more. Some days I'll reach 6K, some days I'll reach 8K, but it's been really hard to be consistent, and I just kind of want to be consistent with doing 6K. So basically 6,000. And then I work on my back and posture by doing my posture exercises routine twice a day. That's a goal of mine that I want this year. And then I have a high protein breakfast, 18 to 30 grams most days. And then my next goal is I create a book club or join a book club. And then another one is I decrease my daily screen time by 3 to 4 hours. And then I make 1 new friend this year. So these are all of my goals. The only thing that you won't see here are my financial goals. I want to keep those private, but these are all my goals for 2024. I feel like they're super doable. A lot of them are very much habit-based, but some are like outcome-based. I did sit down and reflected like what's most important for me. And for me, what's most important is just making new friends in the season. It is, really just engaging and doing things outside of the house, really just focusing on my fitness. And so these are all of the things that I think are great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to filter this to just show the quarter. So these are all the goals that I'm focusing for my 12-week year. So here is my first 12-week year goal, and that is that I increase my average view duration in 12 weeks here on YouTube. So how am I going to do that? What are my tactics? Tactics are just things that you're going to do every week to help prioritize reaching your goal. Mine is prioritizing uploading 3 to 4 requested videos a month. I do have a request form, and I'll put it right here and in the description, that subscribers can request specific videos. So I'm going to try my best to just do the videos that other people requested, and then applying the techniques mentioned in Aprilyn's YouTube video while scripting videos. So I did watch this video from this creator giving you specific ways of how to increase your view duration for your intro, how to get more people engaged to continue watching your videos. So I'm going to use her techniques. I'll put the YouTube video again in the description so you could see if you want to kind of look and see what are the techniques that they're showing. Like, I just really want to focus on applying one person's methods as opposed to going on YouTube and researching all of these different people's methods. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to check in on my stats every 4 weeks. I'm going to be looking at the past 28 days. So I'll tell you right now what my current view duration is. Today is December 18, and we are going to see what my average view duration was for the past 28 days. Right now, my average percentage viewed is 28.3. So we're going to write that here for December, 28.3%. Currently, the amount of subscribers I have, let's go back, is 3,132. So we're doing 3,132. And then lifetime views, my lifetime views are 177,297 as of December 8. And I'm just tracking those numbers because I think those are also good numbers to track to see, like, if people are watching more, are my views should be increasing, and are subscribers, am I getting subscribers and not just more viewers? So we'll see. But I'm really more focused on the average view duration. So hopefully we can increase that to maybe 30%, 34%. That would be super cool to get the average up. And then let's go back to my 12-week year. So yeah, so we're going to do that every 4 weeks and check in on those stats. So my next goal is I buy no clothes by completing the Project 333 challenge. The Project 333 challenge is a minimalist challenge where you don't purchase any clothes. You only wear 33 items of clothes for 12 weeks. And what's not included in that is workout clothes and loungewear. As long as you do use workout clothes to work out and loungewear to lounge, you don't use those clothes for outside of the house, because if that's the case, then they would count towards your 33 pieces. So I'll do a separate video on how I'm going to set all of this up. But part of the tactics is to pick the 33 items to wear for 12 weeks. And then I'm going to create outfit ideas to stay on track. And then I'm going to add all my clothes to a clothing rack separate for my main closet. In the book, they actually recommend that you box all of your clothes. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm just going to have a separate clothing rack, and I'm just not going to go into my closet. I think that's the best thing, because putting everything in a box, I just don't have a lot of space to do that. So I'm just not going to do that. And then I'm going to pick out outfits every week. So I'm going to pre-plan outfits every week to make sure that I'm on track. And then I'm going to save $80 a month instead of spending my clothing budget. So I have a clothing budget of $80. So instead, I'm going to just move those $80 to savings every month. At the end of the 12 weeks, I should have $240 saved up. So I like that. And then my next 12-week year goal is I create a daily hair care and skincare ritual. So I will write down my skincare and hair routine, just so that I'm aware what that is. And then I'm going to create a cue, a trigger, where it makes it easy for me to remember to do this. I have a whole video on forming new habits, and I talk a little bit more about what the cue means and all that, but I'll go ahead and put that video right there. And then I'm going to do my skincare and hair care routine daily. I'm going to add this to my calendar as one of my tactics, so that I'm aware that I have to do this. And then my last goal is I increase my average steps to 6K. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to walk 30 minutes in the morning on my walking pad after my morning workout. And then I'm going to do 15 to 20 minute walks in the afternoon, my choice of method. So this can mean taking opportunities to walk, like taking my dog Wilson out, or adding a daily 15-minute cleanup session to add steps, things like that could just add more steps. I've already kind of played around to see, like, what do I need to do in order to get those steps? And really ideally those 30-minute walks in the morning are what really help me get to that 6K. So if I don't do that, I will be very much not doing the 6K. So that's why it's so important to do that first thing in the morning, and then also maybe giving myself more other opportunities if I slack in the morning. Those are all of my 12-week year goals and all of my tactics. And I'm going to continue using ClickUp to be able to stay organized, which is what I've been showing you all along. I do have my 12-week year plan right here where I've set up all of my weeks, so up until week 12. And if you click on the task, it'll have subtasks. So here it'll say pick my 33 items for the first week, create the outfits, complete my skincare daily. So if I check this off, and just to show you an example, it will show you my score, my weekly score. So one of the things about 12-week year is that every week you will score yourself to see how much have you accomplished, and even that in itself makes you just continue to stay on track because you're really just focusing on your progress, and it could help you reevaluate like what you can change for the next week. So I love that. So let me uncheck that before I forget. I'm going to now do a little vision board. What I ended up doing is I have a whole Pinterest board called 2024 Rebrand, and I'm just going to take some of the pictures that I picked out and use this in my vision board for my 12-week year. I'm not doing a full annual vision board. I'm just going to focus on the 12 weeks because I feel like if I focus big picture, it's hard for me to kind of like not stay on track and stay motivated. So I'm just doing a 12-week year vision board. And I have one that I'm going to reference from a challenge that I did. I don't have any subscriber goals, but I am going to add here to just have a subscriber goal of 3,500. Not necessarily that I have a goal, but if like it would be nice if by the end of the 12 weeks I have 3,500 subscribers. And now I'm going to pick out new photos. Is the finished product of my vision board. I basically just incorporated like skincare, clothing, like hair stuff, a couple of outfits, and just like some representation of like YouTube. This is going to be my vision board for Q1 for the first 12 weeks. And yeah, I really love it. I did add like a little subscriber goal there, like vision, but I'm not too worried about the subscriber count right now. I'm really focusing on just increasing the amount of time people are watching my videos. And then as far as tools that I'm going to continue using to help me just stay on track is ClickUp, which is a project management tool that I use to just kind of stay on track with all of my tasks for both personal and work. And then I'm also a physical planner person. So I am going to use this quarterly planner from Hustle Sanely. It's called the Peacefully Productive Planner. Really excited for this as well. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to continue to follow along my journey, my next video is me actually setting up my tactics and everything, like for my project 333, for my skincare routine, all of that. I'm going to show you like what I'm actually doing. And yeah, I can't wait for you guys to watch this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.